My name is Eric F. King, and I am super excited to be here with you today with my world-class coaches. We have here Amberly Shreve, Annie Osung. We have Cassandra Terry, and we are excited today, especially because of our topic. All right, people have been telling me how much they love this topic, so that's why we're going to give you a lot of information today. We're going to give you a lot of things to think about. And definitely you want to share this, whether you're watching live or on replay. All right. So how to be decisive and take massive action. And I'm going to add the word today. Okay, let's just add that word, right? Today. You know, I used to be a guy who prided himself on being a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. And I was proud of that. But then I realized that being a perfectionist made me question everything before I started. And it was just an excuse to let my fear overcome me, right? But before I dive into that, let's start where we always start. Let's start where we always start, and that is our mindset, right? You are what you think about, right? So I want to bring up on stage the best person I know to start us off with mindset. She is a mindset coach, world renowned mindset coach, someone I follow, I listen to all the time. And she has her own show, Cassandra Terry Morning Show. So took away from her show. So be on my show today. And she lives up in Texas. So without further ado, I'm going to throw this over to Cassandra Terry.
Thank you so much, Eric. I am not surprised. I'm not surprised that you're getting a lot of interest and a lot of feedback on this topic because it is such a powerful one. And you were starting to steal my thunder. I was like, oh no, he's going there. He's already into the mindset space. But how can you not be, right? It all begins. We were just talking about this right before we went live, guys. Everything begins with your mindset. If you think about your life as a journey, there are times in your life where you come to crossroads. Those crossroads are decision points, right? You have to make a decision. Do I continue forward? Do I veer to the left? Do I turn to the right? And sometimes making those decisions, we just get paralyzed, right? We just can't seem to make the decision. And when we're in that state, we're stuck. And what's happening is there's something going on internally. There's something happening with our mindset that's making us unable to make the call, or we have a fear of making the wrong decision. We may be afraid of success, we may be afraid of failure, but there's something going on internally that says it's safer to stand here and think about it than it is to actually do something and start to move forward. And that's why we began with mindset, because you have to understand what that is and how you can move past it. And it begins with, why are you on this journey in the first place? Understanding your why and understanding it so well that it's bigger than your excuses. You know why you're on the trip. You know exactly where it is that you want to go. So you have that clarity. And when you become paralyzed or sometimes people say analysis paralysis, you're just thinking, but you're not moving forward. Think about the why. If you're going to think anyway, think about why you're on this journey. What are you doing this for? And that will help you begin to unclog and to loosen up and to start preparing yourself to actually move forward. And once you know what your why is, then you got to deal with that inner voice and silence that critic. Do you need to meditate? Do you need to do some affirmations? I'm capable of doing hard things. I'm capable of making good decisions. All my decisions have gotten me this far. So my history tells me that I can do what I need to do to keep moving forward. So deal head on with that inner critic. Don't pretend that it's not there. Don't try to push it down, because it's giving you clues to what's holding you back in the first place. So if you can tap into that and do that work, you can free yourself from what's tethering you into the spot so that you can move forward. So deal with that inner critic head on. And then you want to embrace imperfection. Eric started to talk about it. Having that perfectionism as a crown, in a jewel in your crown, your crown won't have very many jewels in it because you're afraid to do anything. You're afraid to make a mistake. You're afraid to make those decisions. But progress is so much more productive, it's so much better than perfection, because we can work and wait and wait and wait for everything to align and the stars to shine on us perfectly and never move forward. But when you're committed to that why and you've dealt with that inner voice and you're telling yourself that even if I falter, I'm going to learn from this situation. I'm going to implement what I learned. And now I'm even more empowered, more prepared to take the next step. So don't be afraid to make a mistake, because that's where your deep learning comes and you get closer and closer and closer to your goals. And then you want to break that goal down. What is this big, massive decision that you need to make? You've probably put way too much into it and overwhelmed yourself. But start to break it down to step one, not step 100 when you're crossing the finish line, right?
Mm.
We're going to do that because we want to visualize our success, but the path to get there begins with the first step. If you can just get started, the universe, the stars, God, those around you will help you keep moving forward, but you've got to commit to taking that first step. And then you do want to visualize that success so you're clear about what it is and where you're going. You see yourself winning, you see yourself crossing the finish line. Seek support. I can call Eric if I'm struggling with something. I can reach out to Amberly and say, how do I get this message out there? I can reach out to Annie and say, Annie, what I'm doing is not working. Can I share it with you? And maybe you give me some insight on how things can move better, how I can get closer to my goals. If you want to go fast, go it alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And having a network and tapping into it will help you take that massive action that you need. And then finally, it's implementation time, guys. You have to take the leap. Take this first step and get on that path, move forward and learn along the way and watch and do it again every single day. If you just do one thing every day that's going to move you towards the goals that you have for yourself, at the end of the year, you've done 365 things to move you towards your goals. You're 365 steps closer to accomplishing that thing that seemed insurmountable at one time. So it's just about getting started. It's progress over perfection, touching your input, tapping into your feedback loop, believing in your abilities. I'm capable, I'm deserving, I can get it done. And watch yourself step by step achieve exactly what it is that you desire and more, because along the way you're continuing to learn and those dreams continue to grow and evolve. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today, Eric. If you are dealing with those self-limiting beliefs, that's why I'm here, guys. I'm Cassandra Terry, mindset strategist. I believe that the voice within wins, which says it all begins with your mindset. What you believe to be true about you, what you believe that you deserve, is the world that you are going to create for yourself. If you're wondering about that, take my assessment, iwanttosoar.com. And that assessment will help you see where you are along your journey. And then you and I can have a short conversation where I can help you determine and figure out for yourself what that next step would look like. So join me, be ready to soar in 2024 with iwanttosoar.com. Thank you, Eric.
All right. Well, appreciate that, Cassandra. Someone said the value that Cassandra gives is enormous. That's all right, Carl. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I am so glad you kicked us off because, I couldn't have said it better. I couldn't have said it better. All right. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the people watching us from all over the world. Carl, thanks for being here. Alexis, thanks for being here. So what we want to do is we want to get this out to more people, okay? So if you're watching us right now, take a second to send the link to some people that you know that can benefit from this, all right? And if we haven't seen you in the comments, we want to see you, all right? Go on to YouTube or LinkedIn, okay? Eric F. King on either one, and comment and let us see your comments and we will shout you out, all right? So we're going to keep on moving. We're going to keep on moving. And now we're going to go from Texas. We're going to go all the way to Maryland. And I'm taking you on a journey. If you don't know, I'm taking you on a journey. We're going to go all the way to Maryland to a woman who I've known for years. And there's nobody better suited to talk about taking action than the person I'm about to call upon, because she knows how to take action. If you follow her, she takes action every day with her business. All right. So I want to bring to stage a woman that we know to be our expert, our communications expert and specialist. She will help you build large networks, and she will help you build relationships with people. All right. So without further ado, I am going to go out to Maryland to talk to Amberly Shreve. I like how she turned around, like make an entrance. All right. Let's go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. You guys have to laugh at me because my computer, I saw this little thing come up and I'm like, oh no, the battery is low. So good morning, everyone. I hope that you all are doing so well. And Eric, it is such an honor and a pleasure to be here and be a part of this beautiful team. I really love this topic because it really breaks down some of the areas that we need to grow in. Why are we decisive? Or why are we indecisive? And what steps can we take to really be decisive? So here are a few techniques to really think about. Take small steps outside of your comfort zone. You can learn to make decisions more quickly and effectively by small choices that you're making. Some of us get very, very overwhelmed. Business is a lot. Being an entrepreneur, there's so much involved in it. But when we take small steps, we're able to achieve those. It doesn't have to be all in one day or all in one week. Each day, just like Cassandra said, each day we are moving towards something in our business that we are achieving, our goals, our aspirations, overcoming your fears. Take it slow. Business can be scary. We're dealing with all of these new things. We're not quite sure about things. We're kind of figuring things out. All of those things are absolutely normal. Stop analyzing every single piece. When we analyze and we sit in that ego piece of, oh, and then our mindset shifts and, oh, well, I can't possibly do that. And then, oh, well, if I do this, this is going to happen. We just need to start. We just need to start and focus on little achievable goals, and then the next goal and the next goal. And all of those things are absolutely achievable. You're going to visualize your outcome. You're going to say to yourself, this is who I am. So I send myself I am statements. I may not have achieved all those things as of today, but I'm going to. And if you want to learn more about that, I can show you a few ways to be able to honor yourself, so that way you are constantly top of mind and looking for your goals. They're right there in front of you, and they're a constant reminder. Do not chase perfection. There is no such thing. We are not perfect people. We are human. We're going to make mistakes, and all of those things are okay. That's how we learn. And learning and growth, I want to be able to learn things every day. I want to be able to be an example to my children and my husband, and be able to bring little nuggets of value to help them be the best expansion of themselves. Set bold goals. If your dreams are not scaring you, then they're not big enough. They need to scare you. They need to be large and in charge. And I know you guys have big goals out there. I know there are things that you want to achieve. And I know that you have the ability to put these steps in place to achieve those goals. Find a mentor. We all need support. We all need community. Y'all, we are not meant to do stuff alone. I mean, we're not just here to sit here, oh, here I am. We are meant to be in community and help one another. There isn't anyone on this panel that I can't reach out to. Annie, Eric, Cassandra, Leah, Zion. There isn't one of them that I cannot reach out to and say, hey, you guys, I'm struggling. I just need a little bit of support. You need to find your tribe, your community. We are all here to help and support you. Take action and the steps that need to be put in place for you to be able to achieve these goals. You can do this. And you can do anything, not only with your faith, but believing in who you are. Because I will tell you, sweet friends, I believe in every single one of you. Each person on this panel, they have started out at square one, day one, you guys. If this is your day one, then you own that day one and you go into this day with your drive, your determination, your faith, your love for yourself, and to know that you are able to achieve anything in life if you just want it and you're able to move through the steps to be able to achieve it. And I know that you can. So please reach out to me. I want to be able to support you. I want to be able to show you techniques that will be able to not only help you in your business, building business relationships that is so crucial, and be able to support you not only in your life, but within your business. Thank you so much for your time. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Amberly. We appreciate you. You gave us some incredible nuggets there. We appreciate you as always. By the way, folks, we will see Leah and Zion, our great friends, actually part of our family, next week. They will be joining us next week. All right. So we're going to keep on moving. We're going to keep on moving. And by the way, folks, make sure you put your questions together and put it in the chat, because we're going to get to your questions soon. All right. Again, you can pay them $1,000 to meet with them for an hour, or you can just put the questions in the question box on the chat. All right. So it's your choice, whatever you want to do. All right. So we're going to keep going, and I have a few points for you that I want to share. As it relates to sales, because as you know, I'm a sales and leadership coach, and I help entrepreneurs just like you 2x, 3x, even 10x their sales and income without being pushy or salesy. All right. And I want to talk about how to be more decisive in sales. All right. Number one thing you have to do is to set clear goals. Right. Set clear goals. What is your offer? What are you selling? Right? Don't be a wandering generality, right? Oh, I help people do all kinds of stuff. Okay, but what is it that you sell? How much is it? Right? So, and if you're not sure what it's gonna be, start with something. Just start, right? Just start with something. You can tweak it. I mean, everything I've done, I've tweaked along the way, right? You can tweak it, but start somewhere. How many people are you going to reach out to today? By the end of the day, have a number. Have a number. How often are you going to post? How often are you going to do videos? Have a number, right? You have to be decisive in the small things. A lot of times we want to get to a destination, and we're thinking about the whole the whole map to get there. Like, how will I take this way? What will I do when I turn right? But like, that's too much. Think about, you're driving in a car at night. You want to get to a place that's an hour away. How far ahead of you can you see? Maybe, I don't know, 5 feet, right? 5 feet. That's all you need. Just 5 feet, and then 5 feet, and then 5 feet, and then you're there, right? Eventually. So that's how you have to look at sales and anything in life, right? Just, what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next? Okay. I hope I'm helping someone here, because many years ago, I was that guy that would try to sit back and just figure it all out before I start. And man, like, everything was slow. Business was slow because I wasn't taking action. But then I put it on a post yesterday. It was like liberating once I figured it out. It was liberating because my success just went through the roof, because I just start and go. I don't even have time to think about if it's not going to work out. I just keep going. You're like, Eric, where are you going? I don't know. I just know I'm moving forward. I don't know where I'm going. Right? I'm going somewhere though. And then people will see you're going and they'll jump on like, let's go, right? They'll go with you. It's amazing how that happens, all right? Also, you have to have a positive mindset. Believe in yourself, okay? Believe in yourself. I know that's Cassandra's niche, but it applies to me too. It applies to all of us, right? You have to have a mindset that you believe in yourself and what you're doing. You know, I was just talking to Amberly earlier on, and people send you messages online. Either they disagree with you, or then or something, right? Now you can't look at all of that and internalize it. No, you just keep moving. You just keep moving, right? You meet with somebody. This happened to me. I met with somebody. I told them about my offer, and they said, "Oh, that's way too expensive. nobody's gonna pay that." Guess what? The next person paid it. Then another person paid it. Then another person paid it. I must have had like 50 people that's paid it. Now, what if I listen to the first guy? I'll just crumble and, oh, he said it's not gonna work, so it's over. Oh no, you just keep going. All right, just keep going. So, and then commit to continuous learning. Commit to. I am a student. I have 3 coaches right now. 3. I had a coach for everything. Right? I have literally 3 coaches right now that I'm paying. Right? Last year I probably spent like 50 grand on coaching. Right? So continuous learning is important, because the coaches will get you to do things and say and think of different ways that you never thought before. All right. So that's what I want to share with you. I appreciate you guys, and let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We're going to go now to my good friend. Now I'm taking you. Oh, I'm in Virginia, by the way. So now we're leaving Virginia and we're about to go overseas. All right. We're flying across the water all the way to Annie in Europe. All right. So hold on tight. Now, this gentleman right here, he's a marketing genius. He will make you famous. Right. And I've known him for a while. And he's helped me. I paid him for his services. He's helped me. And he has a heart of gold, because it's not good enough just to make money, right? You want to work with people that you can trust, people that have integrity, right? He's a guy that has integrity that you can trust. So all the way from England, I'm going to bring up on stage Any Osung. The floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Eric. Thank you so much. And everyone that's everything you've all said so far, I'm like, yeah. You're right. So, of course, I'm one of those that's paid for Eric's program 3 times, 4 times for me and my staff. So I know it works, and I'll come back to the naysayers because they're there, right? Of course, I say Amberly and I, she's helped me keep in touch with my clients. Cassandra and I are doing audio room. Our next one's Wednesday. So literally, I value everything that my friends here say. Yeah, it's when I saw a topic, I was like, okay, where do we go with this? I think part of me thinks every day in business is making big decisions. It really is. To us, it might be small, but I think to some people they're huge decisions. Just to do today is massive, right? So I think we have to give ourselves credit for taking the steps that we're taking. But coming onto the point itself, there's so much to say. Let me try and say it quickly. I think everyone said the point. You have to commit to your goal. You have to truly have a clear vision of what you're trying to achieve. Without that clarity, there's nothing. You can't really start the process. I think when you can see what you're trying to achieve, when you fall in love with that, what you want to do, when you truly buy into it, when you commit to it. Now, I often ask the question, what commitment mean? It means being all in. This is literally what I'm willing to do everything for. This is what this is my route to my success, my happiness. I make that point because whether it's marketing, whether it's engineering, whatever it is, your mind is what underpins making decisions. Even though say in marketing, unless you have the right mindset, you are literally going to go around in circles. I live this every day. I really do, and I'm not amazed, but I've come to realize that's just the truth. I think when you embrace that reality, then it's about working in your mind more than anything else, really. So you have committed to the goal. Your next step, my friend, is to work out how can I get there. Many of us have to learn different options. Am I going to do Facebook ads? Am I going to do Google ads? Am I going to do LinkedIn audio rooms? No, am I going to do something else? There's many options out there, right? But we must do our best to choose the option that's right for us. How we decide, how we make that decision is, it's on one hand it's personal, but let's try and be realistic. Let's try and be, base this on what we're willing to do, what we're willing to learn, what we know works. There are many different things you can base this on, right? There's no perfect answer. Why do I do audio rooms when I could do many other things? It's my choice. But once I choose the method that I want to use, I have to fall in love with it. I don't say that lightly. Unless you love your process, the chance of doing it again tomorrow is very hard. So whatever your process is, fall in love with it. Truly find, it's like you've chosen it for a reason, right? It works. I know it's right for me. I'm willing to do this. So whatever. Use your reason for choosing this as, the fuel to really love what you're doing. And Eric and I, we're doing this like this podcast every Monday. So we love doing this podcast. It's not maybe, it's not we're going to be here. We'll be here regardless, right? Even if there's no one here, we'll still be here. Even if there's no internet, we'll still be here somehow. I'm saying, really commit to your process, right? Fall in love with it and truly, tell now this is what you're going to do. You see, Cassandra mentioned making a plan, which is true. I guess I might use the word focus. Focus on what you have to do every day to get there. Focus on this. This is a part. This is almost like blinkers. Of course, you're going to do other things, but to have this, this focus that I must do this. I mean, again, as I said, small steps every day makes a big step, right? It makes it big steps. Do what it takes every day to get to where you want to get to. So of course, I'll use the word consistency. Do what you have to do. That's why my main addition to the conversation today is the truth, which is that there are demons around the corner, my friend. They're there. They're waiting for you to challenge your decision every day. They really are. See, I've learned this recently, Eric. Really. That the other, we think of success. I've decided I'm going to succeed, right? But we don't realize that to succeed, failure is almost like a parallel line. We live two existences at once. Failure is right there on the edge of the cliff, right? Success is the other side of that failure. So be ready for things to go wrong. Be ready for your beliefs to be challenged. Eric mentioned it briefly. Friends will say to you, "Oh, are you sure? Are you sure you can do this? Is it really for you?" But life itself will throw evidence at you to say, "Are you sure?" You might find other methods that you think, "Oh, this one could work better." But don't forget, you're committed to this, to your decision, right? Stick at it. Be willing to fight the demons, literally. All the things you mentioned earlier, Amberly and Cassandra. I've worked through the weekend to do a client book project, and I'll say all the way through, I'm saying, you don't know how good I am at doing books. Literally, I was saying to myself, that when we say do affirmations, we mean do affirmations. Believe how truly good you are. Truly tell yourself, every moment you get, what you can do, how great you are, how committed you are. It takes all of this to have that big decision to become a reality, Eric. That's my main thing, really. That's my main say. Watch the demons are coming, embrace them, challenge them, beat them down.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Eddie. We appreciate you. Great points today. I want to thank Dr. Marcia and Genevieve. Great comments. We appreciate you as always. All right. So, like I said, definitely go ahead and put your questions in the chat. This is a great discussion. and we are helping people. I think Annie was talking about how we always show up. My son saw that I'd hosted this call on Christmas, right? Now it doesn't take away from our Christmas, right? It's after that, they opened their presents beforehand. Okay, didn't take away from their Christmas. But he said, "You work on Christmas?" I said, "No." I said, "I help people on Christmas, though. What I do is not work. Yeah, I just help people before, I jump on a call and help some people out." He said, "Oh, that's nice." You see what I'm saying? So if you love what you do, it's not work. It's not work, right? It's not work. So we appreciate you guys. All right. So I think we did have a question here. Let's see. I believe we had a question here. Let me look for it again. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. Yeah. So this is live, folks. So there may be some pauses here and there. This is live TV. All right. Question for the panelists. Okay. Do you have any tips for people to trust their instincts and make a decision? Ooh. Oh my days. That's a good one, Carl. And Amberly, looks like Amberly can't wait to put up her hand on that one. All right. Thank you. Go ahead, Amberly.
Okay, so this is a great question because believe it or not, friends, if we do not go with our gut, that little prompting that's sitting in your stomach that says, okay, should I really be doing this? Should I not be doing this? Should I really go for it? You already know your answer. So don't limit your beliefs and not jump into something because of being in fear or ego. You can do this. But I think trusting that prompting inside your gut is best because believe it or not, there's a little nudge in there. I call it my faith. Some people call it whatever they want to call it, but you already know. You already know. So trust your gut, trust your faith, trust that prompting inside of you to make your ultimate decision. I know you have this.
Oh, wow. That's powerful, folks. Drop the mic right there. Go ahead, Cassandra.
I love what you shared, Amberly, and you're right. We do already know, but sometimes we disconnect from that inner voice. We disconnect from our faith. We disconnect from the very thing that's feeding us and that's giving us that guiding light to help us move in the right direction. And sometimes it may take hindsight to get to reconnect with all of that. Look, if you look back over your life, we've chosen to focus on the things that haven't gone well. It's just the choice that as humans we make. Those are like the highlight reel of our lives. We can remember song and verse, everything that blew up and didn't go the way that we want. But if we really take stock and look back over our lives, there are fewer of those moments than there are moments when you made the right decision and things did turn out the way that you intended or better. So if you take a look at yourself and how you've arrived at where you are today, you'll see proof that you absolutely have the ability to make good decisions, and and seeing that, it helps you to reconnect and to trust that gut again. And the other side of that, in those moments where things did not unfold the way you wanted, deep learning, opportunity for you to learn, make an adjustment, and get right back at it, better informed, better aware, ready to make even better decisions going forward. So, making a wrong decision isn't the end of the world. We only feel like it is. That's when that deep learning is available to you and you make the necessary adjustments to keep moving forward. So, one, realize that you make more good decisions than not, and give yourself the credit for that and allow that to help you reconnect and retrust your gut. And two, when things don't go well, when you should have turned right but you went left, you're going to learn something about making that choice that you can incorporate into moving forward anyway. So either way you go, you're going to be okay. Make the decision, get going, make an informed decision, but do something, get to action, take that best next step, and then do that over and over and over again.
Awesome. Awesome. That's powerful. We're giving you TED Talks here, folks. TED Talks. Awesome. Appreciate you, Cassandra. Appreciate you. I'm gonna just to answer your question, Carl, I'm gonna tell you a little story. All right. In 2019, all right, I went to visit my father in Canada, and we were taking a walk. Right. So he was 79 years old. We're taking a walk, and I'm telling him that I'm thinking about creating a group of entrepreneurs where I'll let them talk about their businesses and promote their businesses. And I have people from all over my Virginia that will be doing that, and I'll help more people. And he said, okay. He said, when are you going to do that? I said, well, I just need to get some things in place because, and he said, hold on right there. You have everything to take. You have everything you need. Start. What are you waiting for? And I realized that I didn't need anything else. A lot of times we don't need anything else to start, right? So I went to this hotel. I think it was the Hilton. I booked this room. It was $350. I invited all the entrepreneurs I know, and 8 people showed up for the first day. And after it was done, they came up to me and said, "Eric, this is awesome. How often do you do these?" I said, "This is the first time." They go, "Really? Oh my God." I said, "If you guys will come back, I'll do it next week." They said, yeah, we'll be here. So I went up to the front desk and I paid another $350. And I invited everybody. And that day I sat there at 7 o'clock. I was the only one there. 7:30, I was the only one there. 8 o'clock, I was the only one there. And I sat to myself and said, oh, wow, I just wasted my money. Is this gonna work? But because I have some experience in business, I know it doesn't always work out the way you expect it to. So I went back to the drawing board and I paid the next week. And guess what? Ever since then, I've never been the only one in the group. We now have over 3,000 people all over the United States, where we have a branch in Texas, New York, Atlanta. We're in Canada, Calgary, Edmonton. We're in Toronto. We're in Europe. We have a great call. I met her through that. The great Amberly, I met her through that, right? What if I quit? What if I talk myself out of it? Because I didn't have all I didn't know everything that I was supposed to do. And now we're actually going to have a 5th-year reunion in May, where hopefully people are flying from all over the world, right? So I hope that answers your question. And like I actually had to pay money. I was spending money, right? And now I do no marketing for this. People just join us every day, right? And then another thing, people will help you along the way, right? So I'm doing this call every day, and then a guy named Barry says, "Eric, you know what? I'll do the timing. I'll be the timer. You don't have to do that anymore." I'm like, "Okay." Right. Then Coral from across the pond, she said, "Well, Eric, I'll send it out on LinkedIn. Well, I'll do the public relations." Yeah, I got that. I said, "Well, thank you." Right. And then a lady named Latoya said, "Well, Eric, you know what? I'll put your information in the chat from now on. You don't have to worry about that." And I'm like, wow. When you're helping people and you're doing what's right, people will join you. It's amazing. People will join you and help you accomplish your goals, right? So I hope that was not too much of a long-winded answer, but that's all I can tell you. I'm talking from experience. I don't teach theory. I teach what I do, right? I teach what I do. So appreciate that question. Thank you so much. Yes, Carl. Yes, I love it. I love it. All right. Any other questions? Let's see. If not, okay. If I don't see any questions, let's see. Okay, so here's what I want to. Here's my question to you guys. Um, think about some time in your life when you had to fight the fear and you had to do it anyway. I'll give you some time to think about it. I give you an example with me and my the meetup group. And by the way, I don't know if I said it, but my dad passed away 2 weeks after our discussion, and then I started a meetup group the month after that. Right? Sometimes it takes something drastic for you to actually do something. I did. It was like I was doing it for him. It was like Dad would have wanted me to do this, right? And because I did that, I met people like Amberly. I wouldn't be here today if that didn't happen, right? So, and then, oh, by the way, I didn't even say this. Then I met a lady by the name of Tanya Tyler at an event for top meetup organizers, and we decided to pool our resources together. And now our group is like 5,000 people and giving people value every day, right? So success begets success, but you have to start, or there will be no success. You got to start, right? So yeah, if you can think of any time where you had to fight the fear and do it anyway, and yeah, I'm gonna get to you one second, and think about how you felt. How did you feel after you were able to fight the fear and get to the other side? Cassandra.
Thank you, Eric. Great question. Whenever I hear this question, there's a single defining moment in my career that comes up every time for me. Years ago now, probably close to 15, I was working at IBM then. Next March the 6th will be 24 years that I've had my career in tech and has worked at IBM. I don't talk about it a lot, but actually my coaching experience began there. And prior to me becoming a coach, I had one of our leaders reach out and say, I want you to take over and manage this team. And immediately, fear, self-doubt, overwhelm, all of those things showed up and just shook me. And my immediate thought was absolutely not. These are programmers. These are people who are testing our code and making sure that the quality is there before we put our name on it as a enterprise and sell it to out commercially. There's no way I can do this. I haven't done their job before, so I don't have anything to offer. And so, but I knew that if I said no, that was also going to limit my career, that she may not come back the next time she needed help. But for whatever reason, in that moment, she believed, even though I didn't, that I was the right person to help. And I said to her, well, I'm curious why you would want me to lead this team when they have a different skill set than what I do. I'm in project management. They're heavy technical. She said, you're the right person for the job. This team needs somebody who is going to care about the people. And you do that as well, if not better than anybody I know. The technical piece, they already know. You've got a strong team lead. You'll learn that part. But what I can't teach somebody is how to care and how to help people in their careers and how to help them know that they're in a place where they're cared for as individuals, not as technical talent, but as actual people. I know you can do that. And this group needs that, Cassandra. And so I said yes. I said it scared. I said it with doubt. I said it wondering how in the world I was going to be successful. But I said yes anyway. And I found a group of folks who were really wounded and really needed care, really needed focus. And I was able to start there. And then that gave me time to catch up with the rest of the job. But starting by meeting that initial need. But sometimes people see things in you that you can't see in yourself. And you just have to have that faith and trust and say that yes, and then begin where you can begin. You're not going to know it all. Even if I was the best talent in the world, technically, I wouldn't have known everything that they needed. So I began where I could begin. And I took that first step. And from there, gave myself the space and grace to continue to learn and support them as things evolved and they needed additional things from me. But begin where you can begin. And that's where your massive action starts, with that one yes, that one step, that one choice that's going to open up a world for you that you didn't even realize existed. So do it scared.
Absolutely.
Do it anyway.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Amberly, go ahead.
Yeah, I really love this question because so 22 and a half years I spent in corporate America, and I left and I was petrified. Corporate America, I dealt with harassment, degrading, devaluing, And I knew in the depths of my soul that God had something bigger for me. And I didn't even know what it was. So I had to go through this process. I had to go through this journey of changing my mindset, my outlook, this journey of finding who I was. You guys, I lost myself. And I'm standing there scared and thinking to myself, I have to dive in. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how I was going to start. I didn't know how in the world I was going to make it happen. But I just had the faith and just relinquished everything that I ever knew over. And I just started. And sometimes we have to do the work on ourselves in order to take the next step. And I did it scared, and I did it frightened, and I didn't know. And I had people that said, you do not matter. You are not important. You are never going to do this. And let me tell you, sweet friends, you can do this. Do it scared. Do something every single day towards your dreams and your goals, because you are going to touch lives. You are going to change hearts. You are going to find that person that's watching you saying, oh, this is my day one. I'm so scared. I'm not quite sure where to start. And they're going to come to you, and you're going to feel everything that they feel because you've been there. So that's right. I was so scared. I didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to start, but we put one foot in front of the other, and each day we do something. And I'm telling you, you can absolutely do this.
Wow.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to thank you so much. I'm going to get to you any real quick. But just to add to what Amberly said, that she is, I see her on Zooms and at events with the CEO, with the founder of the company she's with, right? She has elevated. She has been elevated to such a high position because of what she's talking about right now, right? Because she just took a chance and believed in herself, and now she's massively successful, right? She won't say it, but I will say it for her. So it works, folks. We're not just talking theory here. This is real, right? It works. So Annie, go ahead.
Yeah, so I said earlier, every day in business is full of what if we let it. I've got used to doing marketing. Everything is potentially win, potential disaster. Eric, you do sales, right? You can win and lose in equal measure every day. The next customer might say yes or no. That's exciting, but it's also fear-inducing. But I guess I choose not to feel the fear. I do audio rooms. It might be empty today. Who knows, right? I might just do it today. Your one on Wednesday might just be empty, Cassandra. I can't think like that. I have to. I make a plan. I take the action I have to take. I follow the process, and trust that by doing the right things, they will come. I will succeed. We'll make sales. You have to do that over and over. I think once you've done that enough times, my friend Dr. Leslie Flowers will tell you, your success becomes a habit. Which, if you can get your success to be a habit, then it means trust that you can repeat it again and again and again. But some days you have to do some big things. So you have to change. You have to add a new service, a new direction. But again, just start. Make a plan. Also thing we talk about today. Make a plan. Be consistent. Do the right learning. See it through, and then you've learned something. If it works, then you might do it again next time. Each time you do it, it becomes a habit again.
Yeah.
But that's how you face your fears every day and literally do what you have to do.
Absolutely. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And one thing also is, once you get over onto the other side, then you become an expert. Then you can package that and you can teach people how to do it, right? People say, well, Eric, why don't you do a course on creating meetup groups because you're so good at it? I'm like, I want to, I just don't have the time right now. I'm too busy serving my clients. Right. So you can end up being so good at it that you package that, right? And you sell it as a course or sell it as a coaching program. Right. So they're just endless opportunities and endless benefits of doing it scared. Right. I want to thank Adebusui for your comments. I want to thank Dr. Marcia, somebody else, Cleo, Michael. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you for being here. All right. So I think we had another question from Coral up here. Let's see. It had to do with making decisions. Let me just paraphrase. It had to do with, there we go. There you go. Okay. Tell us a time you had to improve your decision-making skills and what were the results. So improving your decision-making skills. Well, I have two takers right there, right off the bat. So let's go with ladies first, Amberly, and then Annie. Go ahead, Amberly.
So this is such a great question, and one that I deal with often, right? So believe it or not, every once in a while, our ego just kind of pops in, and we really want to make sure that our decision-making skills are being based off of facts, not emotions, not our ego. Like, okay, if I do this, and this may take place. So really sticking to the facts, what is going to happen is a great place to be in, because when we use emotions and ego and things like that, those decisions, chances are pretty good that they're not going to serve us. So let's always come from the facts and stick to our end result and what we're looking to achieve. And I truly believe that the decision will be the ultimate healthy decision for you in your life.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Amberly. Let's go to Annie as we are about to wrap up. Annie.
So I guess again, we're not superhuman. No one here is superhuman, right? We're like everyone else. We face the realities of decisions every day. I think for me, I have to improve my decision-making skills by always looking within. I mean, what feels right, what is right. Believe you me, it can be. It's a choice we make, right? It's not set in stone. So I say every day, I have to literally look and think, okay, what am I going to do here? But again, I think that the lessons, what we're talking about today, having a clear goal, a sense of purpose, is how I decide. What am I trying to achieve? Does this fit in with, my plan? Does it fit in with the vision I have for myself, or for my business, for my clients? If it does, then okay, then let's look at it a bit more. Do I have enough to really make this happen? What else do I have to learn? Who can help me? This is all part of the process. So it's not just this, something comes and I say, yep, I want to do it. I'm going to run with it. Definitely we have to be honest with ourselves, whilst also realizing that we have a network around us to make it happen. I'll leave it there, Eric.
Awesome. So as we wrap up, folks, I do want to mention to everybody that we are on Spotify now as a podcast. So we are on Spotify. Yes, absolutely. It's a journey, right? And I thank all of you for coming on the journey with me, right? So we have, I think, two episodes loaded. I'll make sure my team puts them all there, and I put it in the chat there, so you can pick it up there and share it with as many people as you can. But everything will be uploaded there. To just close out, we have 5 minutes. If my special guests, my world-class speakers can just share with everybody how they can contact you, because some people right now, they want to work with you. They want to learn more about what you do, but they're not sure how to contact you. So if you can just go around the room real quick, how can we contact you? Who would like to go first? Not all at the same time. Not all at the same time. Okay, there you go. Everly, go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Eric. So you all can find me under my name on all social media sites, Amberly Shreve, and on TikTok and Instagram under at Beach Girl Shreve. I did put that in the comments. I will go ahead and put that in there again. But you are welcome to reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation with you and provide value on building relationship skills and how I can serve you in the best way. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yes, and definitely put it in the chat so I can put it up so everybody can see it. All right, Cassandra.
Thank you, Eric. So, like Amberly, you can find me under my name under pretty much all the major social media platforms. I'm heavy on LinkedIn, so you can find my profile there. And I really want to encourage you guys to take the assessment. Go to iwanttosoar.com, answer a few questions, and they will actually give you results right then and there. That's a summary based on how you responded to the questions of where you are in your personal development journey. And then that comes with like a 15-minute conversation where we can look at your results and take those and help you determine good next steps for you to continue to grow.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Annie.
I've lost myself. So yeah, I lost myself in the middle of tabs, trying to respond and put my link in the chat. No, the best place to find me is always LinkedIn. So I've just shared my LinkedIn profile. So connect with me on there. Like, so keep an eye out for my many events. Just join one of my events and let's meet. Let's talk properly.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So for me, it's compassionatecloser.com. Compassionatecloser.com. You go there, you will, first of all, you will get a special ebook that I created just for you to help you elevate your sales, okay? To become more persuasive, more influential, and to level up your sales. And then there's also a short masterclass where I pour in my knowledge from over 20 years to give you more tips on making more sales. All right, it's compassionatecloser.com. There it is right there. All right, so let's see. There's anything else? Okay. All right, so we have a couple minutes. Any last words anybody wants to say on the panel, and then we will close it out.
I've just sent a couple of people our YouTube channels.
Okay.
Because they seem to be struggling to get to log in.
Okay. Yes. Yes. So sometimes I don't know, but I don't know. The technology is not perfect. Sometimes it's LinkedIn. Sometimes it's YouTube. But we keep on moving. And the good thing is, there's no excuse not to watch this because it's recorded. It's on YouTube, right? So if you can't see it for some reason, don't say, "Well, I couldn't see it, so I didn't watch it." Well, it's there. It's on YouTube. It's there, right? Everything we've ever done is on YouTube, right? So really, there's no excuse. Go ahead, Cassandra. You're going to say something.
I was just going to add that you reminded me when you take the assessment, in addition to getting your results, there's also I recorded a webinar on SOAR and what it's all about, and the tools and techniques that are within it that can help you to really kickstart your 2024. So there is a free webinar associated with that process that you'll see immediately when you complete the assessment.
Awesome. Awesome. Appreciate that. All right. Did everybody speak? Because I go around the room like 3-4 times. I don't remember who's next. Did everybody? I think everybody said how we can reach them, right? Everybody's good. Okay, good. All right. So Tanquil says great discussion. Genevieve says congratulations, Spotify. Woo-hoo! I think that's what she said. Dr. Garcia says, great job, everybody. Keep up the good work. We appreciate everybody. Nanquil says, Cassandra, thanks for this. This is inspiring. We appreciate the support, and because of that, we keep showing up to help. Lisa says, always amazing. All right, so we keep showing up here to help you out. I think basically today what we're trying to say is just start, right? make a decision. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start. Just do something. Move forward. Don't be afraid that you're gonna mess up. It's okay to mess up. Everything I've ever done, I messed up first. Like literally, like I messed up first, right? So it's okay. Just mess up fast. Make the mistakes quickly and get over it, and then keep moving, right? Right. Don't stop because of because of a potential problem. There will be problems. I'll tell you right now. There will be problems in whatever you do. All right. So we appreciate you. We will see you next week, same time. Same time. Make sure you share this with everybody. If you're here live, share it. If you're here on replay, share it, and we will see you next week. Bye bye, everybody. Make it a great week.